Hello everyone, my name is Shi Tianyi and my metric number is 8208021. And today my speech topic is Speak Up, Stand Out, the Power of Youth Advocacy for Mental Health. Good afternoon everyone. Let me start with a statistic that should stop us all in our tracks. According to the World Health Organization's 2023 report, 1 in 3 young people globally face mental health challenges by the age of 25, yet only 10% of them seek help. And the reason? Stigma. For far too many of us, mental health struggles feel like a heavy secret we are forced to carry. What if we turned that silence into action? Today, we are here to talk about why it matters more than ever. Today's topic isn't just a buzzword, it's youth mental health advocacy. It's a tangible, powerful way to break down barriers, support one another, and build systems that put our well-being first. Mental health isn't a personal problem that we have to deal with alone. It's a communication issue. Stigma, lack of access to resources, and dismissive attitudes leave millions of young people feeling isolated and unheard. My goal today is very simple: to persuade each of you to embrace your role as an advocate, whether it's through small acts of kindness, pushing for better support in our schools, and communicate your voice matters and your action counts. Let's be clear, young people are facing a mental health crisis and it's only getting worse. Social media pressure, overwhelming academic stress, and a culture that often writes off our feelings as overdramatic. This isn't something we can wait to fix. Untreated mental health issues lead to higher dropout rates, broken and long-term emotional harm. Every young person deserves to feel seen, heard, and supported. A 2024 survey by the National Alliance on Mental Illness paints a striking picture. 55% of high school students reported feeling persistently sad and hopeless, and 22% that said they had considered self-harm. Yet, 60% of them feared being judged if they talked to an adult. These aren't just numbers, they're our reality. So why is this happening? Let's break down the key causes. First, stigma and misinformation. Myths like mental health issues are a sign of weakness or only crazy people need therapy, make it terrifying to open up. We are scared of being labeled. Second, lack of accessible resources. Many schools doesn't have full-time counselors, and the mental health services are often expensive or hard to reach, especially for low-income families or marginalized groups. Third, culture and generational gaps. Some adults grew up in a world where mental health was never discussed. They might not recognize our struggles, or they might not know how to respond with empathy. This disconnect leaves us feeling like our pain doesn't matter. These causes have real devastating effects, both short-term and long-term. In the short term, we see poor academic performance, withdrawal from friends and activities, increased anxiety or depression, and difficulty coping with even daily stress. But the long-term consequences are even more alarming. Chronic mental health conditions, challenges in future careers and relationships, and a cycle of stigma that gets passed down to the next generation. Think about it. We all have a friend who stopped hanging out, or a classmate who is always tired and quiet. Chances are they are struggling in silence. These effects aren't just a statistic, they are our peers, our siblings, and sometimes even ourselves. We can't keep letting this happen. The solution: use lead advocacy, empowering young people to speak up, educate others, and demand change. Here's how it addresses the root causes. First, advocates fighting stigma by sharing real stories and accurate information. When we talk openly about our experience, we break up the myths that keep us silent. Second, advocates pressures schools and policymakers to fund counselors, mental health workshops, and accessible service. Third, advocates bridges generations gaps by creating dialogue between young people and adults. The best part, advocates doesn't require big baggage or fancy titles. It just requires courage and compassion. It's insightful because it centers the voice of those most affected us and work toward equality for all young people, no matter their backgrounds. The benefits of advocacy are endless for individuals, for communities, and for the future. For individuals, reduce the feelings of isolation, increase the self-esteem, and access to the support we need. For communities, a more empathetic information society, where mental health is prioritized. For the future, a world where no young people has to suffer in silence. So what can we do today? Speak up, ask your school to host mental health workshops or add more counselors. Write a letter to your principal or talk to a teacher you trust. Start a conversation with a friend who seems down. Sometimes just saying I'm here can change everything. Every small action adds to a big change. So let me leave you with this: mental health advocacy isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. It's about choosing to care, choosing to listen, and choosing to fight for a world where we don't have to hide our struggles. I used to think talking about my anxiety made my week until I shared it with a friend and they said, "Me too." That moment changed everything. I realized I wasn't alone and that my voice could help someone else feel less alone too. So, for our friends and for every young person who is still struggling in silence. So, thank you very much.